No, excuse me. So he is a Laura main, but he picks poison against against Punk's Karen, but he can't pick poison against Punk's Karen because Punk is just fuck this matchup. I'm playing Cammy, so you can't pick poison, so he has to pick Laura against Cammy or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm a little
I
confused
remember
right
that,
now. There were more than 4 characters involved, I think. But yeah.
No, there
So-
was not a lot of character. I think it was just like Poison, Cammy. Well, I guess yeah, 4. I thought like 4
Yeah,
for
4
one
characters.
person, but no, 4 in total. Yeah.
4 in total. Yeah. But it was kind of funny because it meant that the way the sets were structured just forced like certain setups where nobody's playing their main.
I see.
And
Shit,
that at some
someone
point,
actually like answered like my random question on why the damage are like different in Asuka. I would have to read that.
nice. In any case, like it just ends up with the Lauren player is like Punk's training partner, right? So it's just funny because he gets trashed all the time, all year long,
Yeah.
and then it's like, okay, well, desperate situation, can't really change around stuff anymore. I guess I'm just gonna have to do it with Laura, and then he does it with Laura. Great. Then the second set, he's the one that is in control of the I'm one ahead, so I can always change characters. I'm picking poison and whipping the shit out of you. So, yeah. I don't know.
You can air tag out of that grab as far as I know.
Eh?
Yes,
The regular grab, you can tech.
you
Yes.
can air tag it, which makes it really shitty.
Apparently you can follow that up somehow. I think there was a viewer that once said, why is Son of Change not following it up with anything?
Why he's not doing like actual combo? Why he's not doing stuff with 3C? Everyone complain about like Satsuki stuff. Huh? There really like a lot of like Satsuki players that love to complain.
Yeah, I feel like it's because Satsuki is a technical character, so technical folk.
Well,
They
like the
heard
people
stuff.
like about Power CL complaining though.
Well, you see, there's technical characters, and then there's characters that are just like really hard to play. So, because Satsuki, like, I feel like I make the character work a little bit without really getting the technical stuff right, right? So you can do other things. Powered CL, you just do other things. It's you have to hit your character, the opponent, like 6, 7, 8 times, right? It's just
Yeah.
she doesn't do damage. She has rocks. Great.
FYR. That's a thing? FYR?
No, he's confused, I think, because FYI is for your information,
Yeah.
and FTR, which I don't think anybody says, would be for the record.
Yeah.
There's
For
something.
your
Wait,
record.
there's something. Yeah. There's actually. What does the intro say of that horror series? That
No.
starts a little bit like that. Let me check. Maybe FYR is something that kids started using because it was popular in the 80s or something. For your reference.
Wow, okay, yeah, okay. I mean, it's Japanese, so you learn like something like at this point.
Oh,
I
okay,
could see
then
that.
it's fine.
Yeah,
Then it's fine.
because also like Asuka players seems to all be like 30 or more. So, actually like more, way more. So if it was the
I
same
guess,
something
it's
in
an
the
old
80s or
game.
90s, that makes sense. That's what I meant. Oh shit. What? But okay.
The headphone's so far away.
I shouldn't try to read at the same time as like doing a match. What the fuck am I doing? I'm like still like looking at my second screen and like trying to read what the fuck is a critical hit. What if I can like do like in Melty like a 2A into a grab? I don't think you can in like in Unison.
Okay. I'm going to wait for Nargrim's message, but Dennis and Foxfire and you two can play on that day. That would be 4 minimum people. I just want to make sure with Nargrim.
Yeah.
Because it would be sad if Nargrim, who doesn't come by for a lot of things, can't on exactly that day. For the one game where it was like, yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Oh shit. Yeah. I'm trying like to check if it's the correct date, but I'm pretty sure it was the correct date.
What do you mean, Evo Japan?
Yeah.
I'll check. I guess I should have done that. 2020, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the weekend. Jan
Yeah.
24th through 26th.
I wanted. Fuck this
Yeah,
one long
that
enough.
was sad.
Now, what I don't know is whether or not, like, Asuka... Well, I guess it just doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure like
Maybe
that's the
Asuka's-
25th. Like.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, that was a really quick tab. Ah, wait, I just stopped blocking.
So, I'll read that, otherwise I will like extremely curious. In Asuka SP2, there is 1 in 8 chance of critical hit. Huh. The attack power is increased by 1.32 times, and the stun value is increased by 1.6. In addition, there is a technique in which, even if the attack is only one hit, the damage varies depending on the timing of hit. I didn't get the second part, but...
Wait,
Hmm?
but if that second part is true about, like, timing having something to do with the damage, then maybe that explains why sometimes my demon flip does a bunch of damage for no reason.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know.
Because I'm not sure if it's still like the same way, because as you say that it's like in SP2, right? So that is like different. And
It's
from
different, but I'll take anything at this point.
yeah, sure. But from what I've seen, like a few tests I've done, they seem to be like timing related. Like, is a timer like there is a timer that run all the time, or it's like hitbox related, because it could be like also that I cannot retest that. So I'm not
I
sure.
actually
Like,
tried checking with the demon flip if it was hitbox related and couldn't
yeah,
make it work in any sort of way. Like not from starting on the ground and not from hitting people in the air in certain ways. Like, I don't know. Cause
Oh no, didn't add
Because, yeah, hitboxes seem to be a way to do that. Some games do that, right? Like Soul. But, yeah.
yeah. But I was like, maybe there is like a head hit or whatever it was called in Sailor Moon too, right?
I'm sure it doesn't have a name, but yes.
It had a name, like headed box or headshot, whatever.
No, what I mean is I don't think the devs gave it a name.
Oh no, maybe not the dev, but the community.
Yeah, I think that was I think it was just a sentence like, by the way, hitting people in the head does more damage.
Oh
But
no, Heavy didn't come on and hit you. Or people
yeah.
get- Oh,
Yeah, this idea that was in Street Fighter 2, but they never put it in Street Fighter 2. Thank God.
No, that's not what I... Blue fire!
I guess it is.
Fuck this shit.
okay, goddammit.
Oh, I think my cat is outside. Let me actually open the window to him. Like there is like so much like, how do we call that? Water on my window.
Oh, Yeah, perspiration.
Yeah,
Is it called?
there,
Is it
something.
called that if you're not
No,
doing it with breathing?
I forgot how it's called. But yeah, I just saw like
There's a water on your window, that's what it's called.
no.
Yeah. Let's take the most general term. It'll always work.
I mean, in English, sure, it can work, right? Whatever, but what cat?
European elitism. You could do that maybe in English, but
I mean, to be fair, like
This-
English, like takes the most basic word and just add another word to it, and boom, you have another new word. I don't know.
do they do that?
Yes. I don't have an example right now because I'm like playing, but I know that it happened a lot that I'm checking for like an equivalent from French or like something like that, and they just don't have the word. They just have like the main word, and just you add like something else to it, and boom, really good.
You mean like water gun?
Yes,
Like
something like that. Let's say something like that. Yeah,
I see.
more in verb
feel
and
like-
also other stuff too.
Yeah, I feel like they don't do enough of that, but that's mostly because I'm German, and German is like just that, right?
I see,
But German does it in really weird ways. Like my favorite is, and this works with English kind of. So helicopter, right? So helicopter in English is made up of words, two words indeed, that aren't in the English language. So it's just a name. Hippopotamus is like this too.
You know what I tried? I tried to burst in the air and I was, why it didn't work? But then I was, oh shit, that's not a thing.
It looked like you were gonna kick, but then you landed before that. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, barely made it in time. Oh, what hit? Damn.
But yeah, in German we just say Hubschrauber, which means thing that pulls itself up and screws, which it does, I guess.
Yeah.
and for like hippopotamus we just say Nilpferd, which is horse of the Nile.
It's way cooler than hippopotamus.
Yes, but here's the Okay, let's
Yeah.
make this super ironic. This hippopotamus example I got from a, let's say, an article someone on the internet wrote. He was trying to prove that the German language kind of meant that everyone in Germany had to become Nazis at some point.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. So what he said was that, like, okay, German language is very secretive, so that you don't really know what any of it means. For example, for hippopotamus in English, we have a name, hippopotamus, but they say stuff like Nilpferd, i.e., a combination of two words, horse and Nile, that you wouldn't even know would be a different animal. And yes, we do that all the time. And his argument was basically that makes it hard to understand for people that don't speak German.
Yeah, but they
Which
don't
is really-
understand anyways.
Yeah, exactly. That at first anybody doesn't understand anyway. English is in some ways much more difficult, and hilariously he picked the example that's just super stupid because hippopotamus means water horse. just really funny. But he didn't know because I guess he didn't know any Greek in this case, I guess. Right? Hippopotamus, that's Greek.
I am not 100% sure, maybe Latin, but those are really similar to me. Because I know neither, that's why they're really similar to me.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And yeah,
And hi, Ryo.
yeah, I
good
Ryo
that you
and
got that.
Neat. Yeah, that's a really good game. I have fun.
Oh shit!
That could
Yeah.
have been a
Once I
sick
said
mix-up.
all the other.
How do you call a horse of the Nile in French? I bet it's
Hippopotame.
hippopotamus, right?
Hippopotame.
Hippopotam. Yeah, like because That makes me think that it has to be Latin.
Yeah.
If the French and English use the same word, and the English didn't take it from the French in the first place, it's usually Latin.
Yeah. We do have Greek word too, but we mainly have like Latin.
Yeah. I actually don't like that about English and French.
That we have
There's
both.
too much Latin in it.
Oh.
No, there's too much Latin in it. I don't. I like it more if, like.
But
I don't mind loan words and words based on older languages. It's just like I enjoy languages more if they don't do that. I don't know.
They're fresh.
Not
the way,
really. I
like,
was going to say
your-
I'm kind of conservative about that, actually.
the way like German work like is like Latin-ish in a way, right? At least like your verbs or something.
Not at all. But the way that the words are put together to mean another word also happens in Latin. So that's
Don't you have like declination like in Latin? Because that's what like I heard from my.
we do, but it's not. But it doesn't work like in Latin. Kind
I
of.
see.
The declinations are things in different languages for different reasons. Like.
Yeah, sure. It's just not like French and stuff. And
Yeah.
How do you get that cool tag that you just got?
wait, what?
You tag when you hit the ground, how do you get that again? I don't
Oh,
remember how you get tags.
I don't know. I press button.
One of our best Melty players, ladies and gentlemen.
We're all doing good, Ryo.
Yeah.
Like, I think.
Yeah. Definitely. Ouch.
Yeah.
Playing Melty is fine. Been a long
Yeah.
time.
I'm still injured, but at least like I can now play things that just use the mouse a little bit, so I don't have to just play visual novels and watch anime, which I get sick of because I don't like not moving.
I thought you were going to say like too much anime or too much like moe stuff, because too much VN and too much anime.
No, because the types of stuff that I actually read and watched in that time weren't very moe, I guess.
I see.
Does
Yes, no-
Asogi Asabu or whatever it's called count as moe?
Also Bastard.
It doesn't
Yeah,
look
that-
like moe.
It is
It's
more.
it's not at all. Yeah, I like the outro because it's metal. I like that series a lot, by the way. It was very funny.
I think you just mash button to get it. Seriously. To get the roll.
Yes. Guess you have to. Ah, yes.
I was
Oh, go on.
backdashing too, so wow.
Oh, playing out is good. What happened there? I was playing on grab tag. I expected one, but I didn't press it then.
So you both guys of you? I mean, you both watched that?
I only watched the beginning. I didn't like when it got way weird. When he suddenly tried to drink. When the weird piss joke came in, where they were bathing in the schoolroom, and then the teacher was there, and they're like,
Oh
"Yes,
yeah,
you
he
pissed
tested.
yourself."
He taste tested.
I was really. That was really like, no, this is going too far for me. I don't like it when jokes turn too weird anymore. It's not my thing anymore.
The character was like that too, right? He's like, that was really considerate of him. The other one, what the hell did you see what he just did?
Yes, exactly. And I was, from that point, I was like, the show was getting a bit weirder, but it was like cool weird, and that was just like, no, I'm not gonna watch that anymore.
I think that's the only joke like that, actually.
Okay, I might watch it someday. Oh.
I
That
do
was-
recommend it, but it stays weird, I'll say that.
As long as they don't fucking do the piss thing, I'm fine with that.
Fuck this shit.
What's the sound for ball?
Oh, why last time it did work?
Ah, that's so far reaching.
And I really want to hit like B4,
Yes.
but I guess it's really big.
Oh, you stopped hitting me one for once. God dang it. I really love that when it happens, because I press parry once, I hear like the clanking noise for like 4 times, and then suddenly out with his uppercut.
Yeah,
Link.
it is fun.
So fun to view so far, because her hit out of the parry is so good compared to other characters. In the beginning, I thought maybe this is normal. Maybe everyone has like a good hit there
No.
to make their defense good. No, it's just Alco, because why not? Ugh. Ow, my days.
Can I check on my anime list if, like, when I completed which series? Does it track that?
If you added them, yes, because you can add like the date and stuff.
Oh,
Also, if you
but I
just-
have to add the date. I have to add
Yes.
the date. Just click and complete it doesn't work.
No, you might have like an history, like if you look at the home page of something, like there is like your like latest stuff you add, but I don't know if it goes really far back.
I'll try. I mostly just use it to log things.
I
use
By
add the
mostly,
date
I mean
generally.
only. Let's see.
I use different tracker websites right now, but they actually work as far as I've seen. Like if I click completed, then on that day it's gonna tell me I completed it then.
Yeah, it's nice, but it's not always true. Like when I did add a bunch of stuff, I already watched them or stuff like that. If it makes sense. Like
Yeah, then we add stuff after we watched it, yeah. But if you usually if you click on the anime, it doesn't just tell you yeah you said you have that completed on that day.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. Let's see. Profile friends.
That was
plus
real.
upload.
Dang.
List settings.
Going off from okay.
I wanted to add dash behind, but didn't jump.
God dang it! I wanted to just burst, but it wasn't allowed to go on first.
I guess I'm tech reading now on this thing. Like after my DP, I'm just waiting to see like where they go. Where do I have to go to pursue people?
Okay, yeah, it does track the history of what I said was completed when.
I see.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
For those 2 weeks, I guess it has stuff. So I was watching. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious.
I got that show. I started watching it and I thought it was kind of bad, but I think we talked about that.
We did talk about that. I can definitely say that since you said you stopped watching it because it's just one joke, that it is just one joke. If you don't like that joke, then it doesn't improve. It's kind of like Depeche Mode. If you listen to one of their albums and you didn't enjoy it, you won't like any of the others. Just, yeah.
What just pissed me off that people said it's like Konosuba, but it wasn't at all.
No, Konosuba is
No.
pretty varied.
I didn't even watch Konosuba, and I can tell from the clips.
Yeah.
Konosuba, yeah, like Vic said, it's pretty varied, but that show isn't. And people were like, this is the Konosuba of the season! Meanwhile, the Konosuba maker released an anime that had an episode that literally just was Konosuba. The whole episode, it's just like exactly the same.
Yeah.
So,
The catch-all thing, right?
Yeah, the what thing?
The wrestling guy. No, my bad.
Yes.
It's just like in French, I don't know why in French we use like catch instead of wrestling. which is
It makes
really
sense though, because there's actually in German we actually do too, but Germans have forgot about this. Catchen is what we call wrestling.
Oh, why wasn't I allowed to block yet?
I don't know.
Ah, fucking damn it, that thing is so annoying! I don't know what to do, I was all just holding back. It's there unblockable. Fuck all of you.
No, it is blockable. It's just I don't know. Apparently, like I side switch people.
I was just holding back there, you didn't side switch me.
I don't know.
I don't get why it hits me all the time. It's like I'm just blocking, but I still get hit.
Well, I don't know. Listen, I'm just doing it. It's your
I
job to
know.
figure out like how to block it.
Blocking is just not for me. I don't do that.
If I block, it means I lose.
Ooh.
But
See?
but
It
I
works
guess
in time.
anyway. So apparently I watched Arrow Manga Sensei. That cautious hero thing.
I like how you say apparently. I guess.
Well, in the last 2 weeks, I tried trudging through some episodes of Monster Musume no Iru Nichiyu.
Hey, Monmus. Yes. It's a good show.
Is it?
I like it.
Is it the one with the
Monster
snake?
Girl.
Snake girl?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what? What did you guys say?
The one with the snake girl, Mia.
Yes.
I read the manga, I didn't watch the show actually. So I don't know if the show's actually any good. But the manga was fun back in the day.
It's fine. It's just really edgy.
Yes.
Yes. It's a show about Monster Girl actually. That's why it was so innovative in its time, because it was like, you had all this
No,
normal
it's-
edgy, but then you also have this cooler edgy.
The thing that made me mad about this series was that in the outro you have the super cool Monster Girls police squad and they're in no episode. Apparently they're going to be in the next episode. Finally.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That much.
That just made me mad because like okay, do you like these characters? I guess they're fine. They're always like doing sexual stuff.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
I do agree. And I was really sad because like the zombies like are not really that present. Or like
Yeah,
it's
they're
just for
more
some
like
seconds.
things.
I think they
Yeah.
they have like either OAV,
I want to see
OVAs or
only
something.
police girl basically.
Well, yeah. No, won't happen. Sorry.
She's in the next episode.
Yeah. If it's like during the main season, it won't be like much, if I remember correctly.
It's probably just next episode.
Yeah, and what I mean is it might be like just even like 10 seconds of next episode.
That's what I'm fully expecting.
I see.
They're secondary cast, they get a lot more time later on, but in the beginning they focus more on the main people, yeah.
Yeah, and I assume
in
in
the
the
manga
anime,
by
which
now
is
they-
just exactly because anime is just 12 episodes, right? So they're not going to play any role.
Yep. But in the manga by now they all had their own chapters and stuff.
Yeah.
All their own storylines.
What I did like was that they had like species cards at the end of every episode, which were super stereotypical, and of course one subspecies is always fully lolly. I like the spider one. Just yeah, because the lolly spider one are those little hopping spiders that are in memes with the big eyes towards the front.
Yep.
So it's kind of funny. So yeah.
Ow, what do I do against that?
But yeah, I watch one of those episodes per month or something because I have trouble watching that. I watched Asobi Asobase. I watched the Non-Biori vacation movie that came out at some point. I like Non-Biori.
Nothing
it's
happens,
great.
so I don't watch it.
It's pretty fun
It's a
though.
show about nothing happening.
Yes, it totally is. I like this. I don't want things to happen.
I want to say it's a bit different than nothing, but yeah, it's a lot of
It's
talk and
calm.
yeah.
A whole, I watched one episode with my friends because he was like, the new episode released, I want to watch that now. Mind if we watch it? I was like, sure. Never heard of this. Maybe it's fun. the whole episode was just this one pink hair, not pink, purple haired little girl making a mask, going out in the rain and talking to two people. And this was her whole episode. It's like, that's not an episode, nothing happened.
Renge is the greatest. You just can't comprehend.
I just don't like shows where not a lot happens.
Yes, you don't like slice of life, I understand. Though to be fair, I guess maybe you like slice of life, but maybe not like this really relaxed. What do they call this subgenre? Healing? I don't know.
It
Something
might
like
be.
that,
Though
right?
I don't know. This one is really just comedy, though.
Yeah, but it is pretty relaxed, right? Like, stuff is definitely spaced out, like across. Like, how do you say? The pacing is very slow.
I guess more in the second season that is like just a reboot for no reason, right? The first
You know,
one
actually, I wanted to say this. I rewatched the first and second seasons of Non Non Biori, and I gotta say, the second season is much better than the first season.
I see. I don't know, that was like, ouch. I was really sad that it was not just a follow-up from the first season.
It's not a reboot either. I mean, like, nothing is repeated, right? So,
It is. I mean, it is a
No.
reboot. Yeah, she come back in the village. There is like the first episode is literally like her first day again.
what I'm saying is that there is one thing about the beginning scene and one thing about like something towards the end, which is repeated. But those are like a couple of seconds, right?
If you mean
Everything
like
else is
they
new
don't repeat
material.
like the same joke, yeah, I totally agree. I'm just saying that
Not
it is
even the same events happen. Like, not
Yeah.
they're not even related, the events.
I just still mean like it's a reboot because it's like it's not just a remake or like or stuff, but it's just a reboot because you redo the story completely. That's just it.
No, because they actually refer to the events that happened in the first season. They're not replaced. So it's not a reboot.
Are you sure about that? Cause
Yes, since I rewatched it.
But then why do we see like two times the first time she's here in the
Well, I just said that, right? Except for that one
Okay.
scene near the beginning and one near the end, nothing else is repeated. It shows that she's arriving again, so you have the context that they're going to do episodes in the same time period, right? But everything that they do there is in between the other events, basically.
Okay.
It's just different days.
Okay.
Yeah. And, yeah. Like, all the cool stuff that I remembered from the series, most of it was in the second season.
Yeah, but I
Like
remember
that
like
ridic-
when we talked about it, like you already preferred the
wasn't
second
sure.
season the first time.
I did?
Yes.
Because I think back then I didn't know why, though. Because it was like a longer time ago before I talked to you about it.
I'm not sure that was that long ago when you watched it.
In any case,
Yeah.
I rewatched it. The second season was great.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you stay coherent to what you told me like years ago, so that's fine by me. It makes sense.
So, yeah. Well, and I watched some Sorega Seiyu.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Also a fun show. Watched like 2 episodes when it aired, but then I kind of forgot it existed.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've watched it. It is like that. It doesn't remind me anything.
It's about voice
These
actresses.
are really fun
Okay,
because they
no,
did
yeah.
like lines from other shows or something like that, wasn't it?
Oh wait.
Basically, something like the end credits is different for every episode, and it's based on the fictional radio show that they have. And the three seiyus are singing the same song, but the same song always has breaks where they then sing about what happened in the episode, and then they're like, oh, and now we have a request, and the request is a song from a different anime, and then they sing that, and then they switch back to their song.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yes, it's worth watching the credits of every time.
Is it like basically the Shirobako but just for Seiyu? I remember,
What's
like,
Shirobako?
Shirobako is like basically, if I remember correctly. Oh really? You can burst during my super.
Yes, I was confused. Oh, balls!
It's like what you watched, but like about the animator side.
Ah, yeah. Like game. Oh wait, that was game development.
Yeah, no, that's new game.
Yes. But yeah, it's you get to learn about like how seiyus get jobs and how what the studio
Yeah.
looks like and stuff. Yes.
Then I think I might have watched it. I don't
Yeah.
know if there was two of these that made me the confusion right here. Fuck this shit.
How did I get that?
I don't know, but you give me a free rock. Again,
It's like,
because you crossed me up.
How corner?
What? My parry though.
Then I randomly saw some pics of Soga and got talked into finally starting My Hero Academia and watched it all in one go.
Soga?
Apparently.
Toga?
Toga, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toga. Soga is a Touhou character. Just-
I wonder if the ball would hit you out of grab tag. So we tag grabs and then ball hit you. I wonder if that works or if you're invincible during grab
you
tag.
mean tech grabs?
If I try to grab him, he tags.
Yes.
And then I wonder if the ball would like hit him because he tagged. Or if
I think
if that's
you can
not
block.
Yeah, I think either you're invincible or you can block during a like tag.
But there's games where that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm just going to say, like this is totally a thing in some games.
The
So
unfair
you're-
mix-up.
Yes.
No rock zone. Evil. Ah.
Hmm.
What? Get my life back.
Yeah. Yeah, that always sucks. It's like I got my burst instead. Great. I think it sucks especially for Crescent Moon because Crescent Moon was only going to use 100 meter while regenerating life, and not only do they then not get their life back, but they also lose 300 meter. It's like or all of what they had right then. It's just thanks.
Why can I crush like the fireball sometime, but not all the time?
You should be able to crouch it all the time.
Well,
Like,
here I
sometimes you're
dashed
just
and crouched
dashing
and didn't
yeah, that's
work.
why. Maybe sometimes you like you're not basically not crouching. Oh! I'm not crouching early enough.
If this were Skullgirls or Third Strike, I could tell you why.
Let's see.
Well, the thing is that, you know, I play Peacock in Skullgirls,
But
and Peacock's hat flubbers up and down during her idle animations. So sometimes she can crouch things, others she can't. You get used to it at some point, which is the fucked up thing.
Yeah, but that's pretty stupid.
Yes, and Third Strike is like that too, basically.
Yeah. So not as
I'll
crazy.
say I yes, it's
Because it's
not.
still big blocks, right? I mean, it's a Capcom game.
No, Third Strike is Skullgirls is that way because of Third Strike.
Really? Because like
That's
the
why
only at the time really precise hitbox that I remember were like Samsho, and Samsho you had like a lot of character specific stuff because of that.
I don't know about Samsho. Like
Trust me,
that
it's
could
stupid.
be.
I've seen some stuff.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm just saying like I can't comment on that. But like, it's definitely a thing in Third Strike. That's what got people mad with stuff in Third Strike. It's just has super accurate hitboxes everywhere, while the models are moving. And I will say though, I prefer that to the other extreme, which is Killer Instinct, which is like, hey, your combos will always work. You know why? Because everyone is just one big square box. Excuse me? Just one? Yes. Okay.
I don't think having just one outbox. Oh, really? I did it 2A though. I don't think that's that much of a problem. Like, it depends if people have different at least boxes or if everyone is just the same. I guess. But even that.
Just to be sure that we understand each other. So basically, they have one square over their character.
Yeah. Only when they're
It's-
it, though, right?
Maybe?
Well, how you said it, like I thought it was that. If it's all the time, then yes, that's pretty stupid. If it's just when they are hit, like to have just one big block to not have character-specific combo, character-specific drop or anything like that, I don't think that's that bad. It makes sense.
If that's how it is, then I guess I also don't think it's that bad. It's just not my preference anyway. But if it's all the time, then I don't really like the
Yeah, no,
concept.
all the time would be pretty stupid. But if you just like, well, once you get hit, you are just a big blob of outbox. That's fine with me. Like, I
It's
still
so
think
much
that's
more comfortable.
yeah, exactly. I just still think that like squiggly hotbox is the worst, and I don't even understand why she's still like that.
Yeah, she drops out of everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they if necessarily fix like Fortune and Peacock's hitboxes, outboxes because of this reason, but squiggly privilege made her like still drop off combo all the time. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
even
Go ahead.
I don't even get it. Her ass is so big.
Yeah. It's just she
saying-
has no legs apparently, for some reason.
True. And data, apparently.
In Smash you have that as well. For some characters, they just, when they get hit by certain hits, they like rear back a lot. And sometimes then just follow-up hits can miss, or like,
Yep.
another thing that happens, which is really random and character specific, when you footstool people, it is character specific on what side you come off. Which is really annoying for Mewtwo, because you had footstool combos that could work, but only on like half the cast, because only on those you would footstool in front.
Yep.
It's so weird. It's just like, why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's kinda like this one is kinda taken because they do the bubble outboxes that are like kinda specific to the model. So it makes like weird shit like that. Marvel
Yeah.
3 is like that too, by the way. With bubbles instead.
Bubbles. Like
Bubble
you mean
outboxes.
spherical hitbox? Okay.
Fuck, that's wrong. Hey,
Yep.
you didn't take it time.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, like I know that Hakumen or several characters I play do stupid shit when they get hit too. So. Hakumen just suddenly becomes a little ball and spins, so he just falls out of stuff.
The worst is like when people have different hitboxes from landing because of stuff. The Pikachu does that a bunch in Smash, where he pancakes moves. That's what we call it. Because during his back air, he just spins on like a horizontal axis, and when he lands, he's like still on the horizontal axis, so he just lands flat on his belly and avoids like every fucking move you try to punish him with.
Just do a low.
Yeah, but that's easier to say than done in Smash. Because you don't get nothing of some fucking down tilts or something.
I don't know. For me that feels fine. Really? You just like slow down like that? I mashed 2A, you just like knee in my face? What the fuck is this game?
Trap, right?
I wanted to grab, but I had a brain fart mid-grab. I was like, I can't just grab him.
Yeah, no, I saw like you slow down like really a lot and I was, well, okay, I just mashed that and no. Okay, well. Sometimes it's like that.
For a second, I thought like, yeah, Marvel grabs. I'm just gonna forward heavy. Wait, that doesn't work. Ah, yes. I didn't think of the hit.
Oh, wow. These small legs. What the fuck
Got
happened to
my
my 2A? Like, wow.
Oh, I thought I hit you. That looked to me like I hit you. I'm just gonna do this.
Fuck this shit. This is the most annoying thing ever. Like, I'm already behind you. Like, way behind you, and nope. Didn't even do a move here. Like that? What the fuck?
Aoko has good boxes.
Oh, yes. Ah. Oh shit! Air dashes. Ah. Oh fuck, wait, I thought it was...
I wish my ground parry worked out that way.
No one does besides Aoko. I tried. Doesn't feel right with anyone else.
I mean, I guess I could try to cancel my parry into DPA, but then I'd have to cancel my parry into DPA.
I tried they were right because well, it's so much slower than just doing Kotosuka forward D.
Yes, but I'm definitely not hitting people above me with Satsuki's quarter circle forward.
Okay.
Ah! Hate that move. Ah, fuck. Like how a lot of these games just result in one of us getting pressure and then the game ends in that corner or close to it.
Yeah, it's
More so
like
when
that.
you get pressure on, but like, it's working out by now.
Then I guess play Samsho.
No, what I mean, I just think it's funny that Melty evolves into that because it feels like way better than this random ass scrambles I had at the beginning. This feels like actually playing a game now. Ah.
Yeah.
Ah, no, that's not okay.
I didn't press to B twice.
Oh shit. Sometimes that hits and sometimes it doesn't. I'm also a bit confused about that. Sometimes you just punch my ball and sometimes the ball punches you. Let's see, back to that thing. Oh, you crossed up my DP. That's like a bad move. I have a move on every direction. I get wrong ones if you cross me up. How could you?
Remember that weird charge kick that you can do.
It's kind of not that good because the angle is really awkward.
Yeah, but
The
wow,
angle is
the
amazing.
flashing hitbox
Yeah,
that
it's-
appeared
no,
like
problem
was
is-
pretty scary.
And the problem is either you're above it and near me, or you're like, when you're super far away, you're
Yeah,
not that high up, and when you're close, you're higher up. It's like this angle looks better than it works.
But oftentimes you're like shooting fireballs at him full screen, and that's exactly the path that he has to travel to if he wants to air dash at you. So it's like,
Not when he is supposed to. No, then it's too high to hit him. Ah.
no, he kicks really far up. It's higher than it looks.
No, I mean the thing is too high to hit him, not he is too high. Ah.
Too high to him.
My move.
Time it better. That's not a reason. Seriously.
But it's hard to time since it's a charge up move. Yeet!
I don't know what to mean. Oh.
I hope you just hang yourself on that thing. Ah. Oh, tight. Oh, I thought you kicked
Could have
off.
totally kicked him out of that.
well, not of me running on the ground.
No, when
Oh.
you were like doing your... I'm doing my post-DP air shenanigans.
Oh yeah, sure. He has to charge though, so on that.
He does have to charge. Don't do it all the time, basically. Just
But now I gotta. When people say this move is good, I gotta find out when, so I gotta use it, overuse it a bit to see when it works.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just basically you first create the situation that Vic will go into the place, and then you're like, okay, now I can use the kick. That's just, I don't know, zoning.
I don't do that. Ah, but.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. To me, it just
Yeah.
feels like this cake would be too high to do that, and I would prefer a slightly lower angle. Because this is 45 degrees exactly.
Yes, but all the way up.
Yeah, which is really good. I know that for a fact, and I hear that all the time. But it also just looks so wrong. Oh,
I see.
oh. Ah, fuck, kick again. Aha.
Hmm.
Yeet, fuck. My yeet was dirty.
For some reason, this reminds me of a situation where, like, so I was playing Skullgirls with a couple of guys, right? And
They were up to no good.
it started making trouble in the neighborhood. No, uh, just there was a new guy there, right?
Oh, I got teleported on the ground, sure.
And he was playing Beowulf,
Like new.
and he said like he didn't understand why people escape his grabs sometimes. And I was like, well, if people hold up, then you can't grab them. It's like, I don't believe you. And then I showed him, right? So I just hold up and he can't command
What?
grab me. And then he was like super depressed about that and was like, but this character then just doesn't work. And this is the only character I'm interested in this game. Because they only have to be holding up and then they'll dodge all of my stuff. And I tried to explain to him how holding up is just a losing strategy because of anti-airs and stuff, and he just wouldn't have it. I don't know, he just didn't understand how to make someone make a choice. It was a really frustrating conversation. But
Yeah.
like a sad frustrating conversation because he seemed really sad about it and just couldn't understand that mind games are a thing.
Yeah, but that seemed like to be a problem with like some beginners. They think like everything is absolute, you know. So
Yeah.
that can cause some problem.
Yes.
Really?
I guess that's partially why I don't teach people about grabs until I teach people about mind games. I don't know. It's like always, you force the person to block, right? Yes. So if you got them to block, you throw them. That seems to make sense to people. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe the projectile has just a bigger hitbox at the start of.
I'm not sure. I really just think maybe you're not like crouching early enough. But if you say you are, then I guess.
Well, except if maybe like dashing and crouching has like a bigger hitbox for some reason.
Maybe it takes. Maybe like if you get hit, you actually block crouching early enough. But you can't like your animation isn't crouching yet, so the fireball hits you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how fuzzies work.
Yeah. That would be weird.
Transition state.
Why does it do 4K? Oh no. Good engine.
Did you just complain about auto damage?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what you deserve. Ah, fuck!
I mean, these are the two exact opposites, right? It's like, do several loops to do average medium to high damage versus lol, I'm hitting buttons, high damage.
Hey, 3 points! Ah, dead!
Yeah.
It's fine. Oh shit. Go!
Oh, come on, that would have grabbed you.
What if? I was not prepared. Oh, yes! Yeah, but I could. Oh,
See?
I guess. But it's such a commitment because it's charged. I guess that's good, but it's like so different. New moves. Disgusting. Gotta
Yes.
learn Aoko's kit slowly, because she has a lot of moves.
Yes,
But
yes.
see what I mean there? That's why I say... That's why I would like the angle to be a bit lower, because just now we were like... We were in the air, but it still whiffed you, even though we were...
I think for the one that you're looking for, you need to use her power geyser. But like that's just another thing. If you can learn how to use the kick first, then you can learn how to use the power geyser for when he's going low to the ground and more forward.
I don't think the power geyser goes that far up though.
They don't.
It goes
doesn't.
high.
That's
but
what.
Yeah.
But it goes like slightly more forward from where it shoots up, right? Because she leans forward.
Yeah. I said yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I understood no, and I was like, he must have not said that. That's just
You
wrong.
cannot refuse what I said.
No, like we disagree. It's just like some things I don't think Vic would disagree on, so I was like,
I was actually okay with what you said.
yeah. Yeah, so it's just like the power geyser can have a similar role, but like it's against other sorts of jump situations, and well, the one where you can kick him just happened a lot. Okay.
Hey, that's not that much damage from my parries though. That leaves
That
is
one
true.
landed quick.
Did you see like how much damage I do after a throw?
Yeah, but like, I'm just saying, at least I don't get random ass lol Aoko damage from my parry. Imagine if the parry
Don't
did
worry,
like 3K.
Vic's not legitimate about complaining anyway because his rock pressure is still bullshit.
Yep.
Hey, I mean, I'm super carried from Aoko. That's like, like I said, I played other characters just now. I was like, no, this parry too bad. Can't do that.
You did alright with the other characters.
Yeah, but no, I couldn't parry things. I did nothing.
But,
Oh shit. Guess that works.
Yeah.
Also, Aoko's moveset is just really nice. It's just like, it feels good,
Yes.
especially if you didn't play Melty in a long time. It's just like, this is your good thing, this is your other good thing.
Well,
Here is
Aoko can
trash.
just do everything. Aoko
Yes.
can just do everything. It's just crazy.
Ah,
Like if you told me, did you know about this move that no Aoko player uses? It's a teleport where she does a command grab afterwards. It'd be like, yeah, she probably has that.
did you know I can also teleport, by the way? I'm just Wesker. Ah, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I also
Nah, I want to grab.
personally, I actually also enjoy characters with very large movesets. I don't often get to play them though.
Hey, like, I'm just playing Aoko because people told me in the beginning, this is easy mode. You just do like
They were
easy
right.
combo, boom, 4K, and you're good. And then you also have like 30 million options you don't need. And now,
Yeah.
like we just saw with the kick, I'm slowly learning it. And it's like, yes, I can also do that, by the way. I get random ass low 4K, and I have this anti-air that can work.
Yes. It's great. It's just
Ah, fuck.
Aoko just stops being easy mode when you get to high level play.
And you want to
So-
actually learn
Even
like
then you're privileged.
complicated setup and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, because then it's not just really hard. It gets execution heavy, basically.
Yeah. Not as heavy as raw or like power shell. for
No.
example. But still like challenging. I mean like a lot if not all multiple character have that basically. Even like arcade. Shit.
Yes, I just feel like Aoko, maybe even the most extreme gap between how easy she is to begin with and how hard it ends up being in the end.
Oh, fuck! To be honest,
Yeah, I can see that.
I watched some Aoko videos and even pros do just like basic Aoko.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
It's literally just like, what do you do when you hit the enemy? I do the basic thing. It does like 3K. Yes, that's reasonable.
Yeah, but I will also say that, like, from all of the multiplayer tournaments I've watched, there were several without an Aoko in top 8, and I've never seen one win. So, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
also so like I'm so baffled by that Aoko is apparently like she's good, but she's not like the top player good, where top players play her and win everything.
Yeah.
'Cause I mean, there is just a lot of good characters, and it depends what you want to learn, I guess.
That's true too, of course. And
Because
player
Povishell, like,
population.
yeah. Sorry.
And player population, I guess, because
Yeah.
in America there's just one good Aoko player. So, yeah. To be fair, he plays all moons and switches, so he's really good.
Oh, that's like learning 20 characters because you have so many moves. Hey.
Yeah, when Unis came out, he immediately made Yuzo. Just, yeah. I like watching that guy play, but I haven't
What's
seen
his
him
name?
a lot. I don't remember right now, but I know what he looks like.
That's rare.
For me, that's easier. Like I have a folder for my philosophy books, and the folders have the faces of the philosophers. Just which means that I can remember what they look like, but I can't tell people who the author is. It's a problem, but at least I know who it is. I don't know right now what who it is, but he plays like American anime games, and I think he is like maybe he's like East Coast or Midwestern, because I don't see him a lot in the West Coast stuff like California and stuff.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck! It's too quick for me because I'm stupid. I can't block that. Fuck. Oh, wrong.
Doesn't always place terribly high though. Like it's just one of those people who like is good enough that you don't want to meet him in tournament even if you're a top tier player because he might kick you to losers. But it's not like you're going to likely see him in top 8. If that makes sense.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
That's
The gatekeeper.
Yes.
Exactly that.
Yeah. Elite mob.
A local legend, but not like good enough to actually, I guess, do everything.
Yes.
But
That's
yeah.
why it's all. That's why if there's someone out there, I don't think there are people like that. But like if there's someone out there that has the mentality of like, oh, this guy's washed up, that's fine. If I meet him in tournament, I'll just coast through him. No.
I mean, some people say that, like, and they say that about Daigo on a lot of games. But then, like, they play money match him, and they lose.
Yeah, I feel like that's even dumber. Not just because it's Daigo, but because it's like, okay, so let's say Daigo is not consistent with tournament wins, which is also not all that true, right? But let's say that's the case. When does Daigo lose like long ass matches? Like almost never, right? Like that's the thing he definitely isn't washed up about. That's just like lack of knowledge to money match him.
Yeah. No, like Daigo in like long set is like still. Well, I don't know if he's the king in like Street Fighter 5, but in 4 it was like not winning a lot
In
of
5
tournament.
he
But
seems to still be the king.
yeah. I don't know. Nemo said he was washed up, but like the thing I've seen like from Nemo, he was trash talking him. While
Yeah.
he was Daigo was testing Kage, and like Nemo was playing Gil, so he was learning Kage and he was playing against a new character. It's kind of hard to trash talk someone to say that he's washed up on this type of matchup, but
Yeah, I'm sure they were kidding around.
I don't know. Everyone was on their own stream, so they were not talking to each other.
Yeah, I know the video you're talking about. I haven't watched it yet.
I see, yeah.
But like it's just that obviously can't be serious, right? Especially from Nemo, because as far as I remember, like Daigo has better Street Fighter 5 results than Nemo currently. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I don't know when Nemo was like actually like better than Daigo. Even like in Street Fighter 4, I don't think he ever was. So.
I mean,
Oh,
his,
shit, that
his
so cool.
Rolento was pretty scary. He was the Rolento player, right?
Yeah, he was Rento.
Yeah.
But even then, like Daigo was winning. At least from what I remember.
I don't know.
Yes,
It's like, I mean,
By the way, I'm gonna do like one more and then I'm gonna quit for today because it's like
Yep.
10 after 2. And then I still gotta
Oh,
grind
yeah.
through Pokemon.
yeah. Final
fine.
battle.
I was thinking that too, but at the same time my hand was still playing while talking, so I was fine.
Oh, roll. Fuck. Roll.
Fuck, how did not hit?
Rock Howard.
I don't know how that
I was
hit.
definitely still blocking.
That's what happens if you do like weird cross-up protection.
Man, that's so good. Like, I don't want to be in the corner. Let's DP out of here.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I have to actually hit a parry. Ha ha ha.
I think you need to like learn like some tight block string, and that will be like harder for me because I cannot like DP all the time, right?
My block strings are all improvised in case you
I know. That's why I'm like telling you. You might have to learn like some tight tight shit.
Hey, it's hard to do tight stuff in this game. Fuck it.
Yeah, the only character you've ever done stuff like that with is like a shield girl in this game, right? Rice beef.
Because I read the guide was like, do this. I'm like, okay. I did the thing.
Yeah.
People are in the corner, I'm gonna do this thing. This guide said do that. It worked. Oh, yes.
Yeah. To be fair, that's still better than my pressure.
I guess that thing that I read in the guide, yeah.
No, I mean your improvised pressure.
That's just LOL Alco things though. Because I have this ball and this ball says ha 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 ha.
Yes.
Oh, you almost dashed into it!
Yeah, but then he landed on you. Ooh.
Oh fuck! No, expect to grab there. Hey. Okay. Ah. Oh wow. Actually got oh. I don't even need to be scared of cross-ups that way, because you can't really do anything anyways there. Ow. But
Okay,
I am.
so you can do like super jump, but like on the double jump.
Yes, but then you it's air dash jump basically.
I
But
see.
really close together. That's when you get that.
It's really weird.
super
Okay.
weird.
Because I never wanted that, but it happened multiple times
Yep.
today.
And it happened right there before you did it. It happened to me as well.
Remember, you can stop time if you need to.
How?
I guess not. I
more
guess
health.
you can't. Okay. I didn't know full moon can't stop time. Wow.
They might stop time if you go like one above that. No, can they?
But he was in blood heat.
Yeah,
Yep.
we were both in blooded.
Yeah, it didn't stop time.
Remember,
There's
you
nothing
can just-
above blood heat to go to.
I hate these fake rocks. Oh!
What kind of defense is that? An overhead! Let me grab him.
I mean, what are you talking
It
about?
worked.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was just funny. I'm so scared. I back threw him into the
I
corner.
wanted to
Oh,
just
shit.
parry. But then my fingers were like, I gotta grab him. And I was like, okay.
Don't melt now, even though it's called.
Oh
melt.
shit! Really? I should have released like just before. I don't know why I'm charging all the way. When you are in there, I
It
don't
worked all
need to
the
charge.
time because I was mashing my heavy instead of my jab before.
Let's see.
That was an epic finale.
Yeah.
Hey, it worked out.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. Melty feels good.
Yes.
yeah.
Hmm.
Characters feel nice to play.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that by now I just have a character on Melty. I don't even want to play other characters anymore. It's disgusting.
Dun
Like,
dun
oh,
dun. And they doesn't want to play other character? What?
No, I think that's just because of laziness reasons. Because when Andele comes into Multiplayer, he's like, "What am I going to play? Let me play Aoko, then I don't have to think."
Yeah, and I guess it's walking against rock. I'm keeping that.
Exactly.
I guess
I don't have
so.
to deal with Rock as much as other characters. I'm done. This is my character.
I just feel like that's how I started maining Hakumen before I actually mained Hakumen. I'm just like, I can't play Blaze Blue. I'll just play footsies. and, and that worked. And it worked against people. But I wasn't maining Hakumen at that point, right? I was just not playing other characters. At some point, I was like, okay, actually, I accept this. I'm playing this character now. But yeah.
Beginning, I tried to YOLO, do some other things, but this Aoko just works. You don't have to think anymore. It's just like, yeah, you do the thing. And it just does the
Nekopara.
thing.
Do the Mario. Except here it's do the Aoko. Is that in Nikopara? I guess that is. That's in the title.
Yes, it is. I recognize the character's pants.
I see. Wow. But Nikopara is like full of maids though.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Excuse me. But like they moved away from a household with other characters that aren't maids.
I see.
And one of the characters in that household likes the cat girls very much. She's the one rubbing herself up against the tail.
Is she
Nekopara
in the
is
VN?
weird.
I mainly.
I
did
don't
like
know.
the
I
VN.
haven't played the VN yet because I don't have the R18 thingy.
Oh yeah. I took
There
time
is-
to understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There are scenes missing. I don't care if they're usually relevant from my experience. They
Yeah.
probably aren't in this case though.
No.
But I have other VNs, so I can wait like a year until they fucking
Yeah.
put the price down on that shit.
Oh, I didn't pay. But yeah. I just wanted the UI. So I did the game. Take screenshot of the UI. There we go.
To be fair, I got most Nekopara games for free. Actually, no, there was just some Sekikai. I don't know what they're called. Sekai project? I don't know.
I have
There,
no
there
idea
was
what you're
just a
talking about.
bundle.
I see.
There was
Oh,
just a
Sekai,
bundle.
yeah, Sekai Project, that's a distributor, I guess? Right?
Yeah, yeah,
Publisher?
yeah, exactly. Something like that. And it was just like, here, do you want these two visual novels? Yes. You'll also get 2 of the Nekopara novels. And I'm like, all right, okay. Because it was one of those things where I'm like, yes, I like cat girls, but I don't know if I want to play this. So I never wishlisted it, right? So, but once I got it for free, I was like, I guess I'll watch the anime. And I watched the anime and was like, Andata was right. This kind of weird.
The whole show is so weird. It's just like these cat girls are now treated like they're actual animals, but also not.
Yes.
It's just some sort of slave race. So it's
Yep.
just,
Yeah.
just
And they just treat
uncomfortable.
it as cool, normal thing. It's like these are literally slaves, you know?
Yeah, and then I'm always thinking, so basically, since you can't have, basically their role fits like they're 19th century women or something.
Yep.
It's just like, I don't know about this. The characters
No.
are cute, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess at some point I'll play it because I have it, but like it's not really very far up on the list.
Yeah.
It's not on the list actually.
I guess at some point I should stop the stream.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. See
Bye,
you everyone.
everyone.
Bye stream.